People who slept with their best friend, what happened? A friend story. At first, they were sleeping together because the sexual tension was getting too much, but he couldn't commit because he had greater priorities to take care of. Then when he realized he was at risk of losing her forever, he took the plunge and asked her if she wanted to be with him, and she teased him, wondering why it took him so long. She actually helped him get through a lot of things and turned out to be the support he needed all along. They're happily married now. Oh, that was wholesome. We got married. And then divorced like 10 months later. Hey, we also got married. And then divorced like 4 years later. We got married and then split up 18 years later. But we're still friends. Y'all's comments have me terrified. I too married my best friend and we're about to celebrate 8 years together. Is it all gonna go south at some point? No two marriages are even remotely the same. Don't worry too much about the success or failures of other marriages. Username checks out. Sorry, that sounds shitty. We ended up laughing about it, but now there's a lot more awkwardness during movie nights. OMG, just bang again already. They want to. This is very good. They just want to add that. Sex to save the friendship. I caught feelings, she didn't. We dropped the benefits part after a year and worked it out. Then I met my wife-to-be, and it became irrelevant. This but opposite. He caught feelings, we didn't speak for 2 weeks, but got over it, talked it out. Realized we would rather have each other in our lives no matter what. Now I'm married and we're still best friends. Have been since 6th grade and we're in our 30s. Why waste all that for some fun? Your wife doesn't mind that you're still friends? She doesn't. We even went to my friend's wedding and she and her then husband went to ours. The friendship fizzled out over a span of 25 years. We became closer, but it complicated our friendship afterward. Yeah, that's about right. I always had a thing for her, but she didn't like girls, except for one time, when she said I gave her the best orgasms of her life, then refused to talk about it after that night. Are you a Chapel Roan song? Didn't sleep with him, but would give him regular blowjobs. Nothing changed, he was still a brilliant friend and we still talk to this day even though he's married. The blowjob stopped though, obviously. Guy won in life. You just gave regular blowjobs to your friend for no reason, no strings attached, nothing in return. WTF? Are you just a little blowjob angel? I used to have regular sex with my college best friend over the span of 2 years minus the summers. She never wanted a serious relationship. Now that we're older, even though I haven't spoken to her in a while now, if she were to ever call up out of the blue and ask a favor, I would move heaven and earth to help her in any way. Just call her and tell her you miss her and want to see her again. This is exactly the kind of shit you don't want to regret as you go through life. I'm marrying him in 3 weeks. I'm so excited. Like a movie actually, Halloween party. I always had feelings for her. Spin the bottle, get in the closet, make out, figuring out they're my best friend, have a fun night, pretend nothing ever happened, couldn't, started dating, fast forward 5 years, married and a newborn. How old were you playing Spin the Bottle? Honestly, college parties would be more fun with games like that. Standing in a crowded room that's 90% girls and listening to the worst rap music ever released gets old pretty quick. I think frat dudes underestimate how quickly girls would jump to play. We dated for 3 years before he did it again, but now he slept with my best friend instead. She's sleeping in the other room, snoring like a chainsaw, wearing her 110-year-old wedding ring. Christ, that old broad could wake the dead, I swear to God. She should get a sleep study done. A PAP or a BiPAP would change both of your lives. She's 125 years old at least, the snoring concerns you. She told me I should move out of the flat and she never spoke to me again. Best friends for years and did everything together. One stupid night of drinking way too much destroyed that friendship real quick. Well, you did say you did everything together. Literally. Sounds like you should have sat down and had a conversation about it. If the other party's reaction was to kick OP out and cut off all communication, I get the feeling that having a convo wasn't in the cards. Can't exactly have meaningful dialogue if the other party won't speak to you. We got married, we're together for 22 years. Eventually divorced, which is a bummer losing your husband and best friend. Why did you guys divorce if you don't mind me asking? According to Arp's post history, they got together at 16 and husband eventually had an affair. She's happily snoozing away next to me, she's the absolute best and I don't deserve her. It was like fucking my brother. Never happened again, stayed best friends. Hey, it's me, your brother. Married her last October after 10 years together, she's the fucking love of my life. He immediately stopped treating me like his best friend and started treating me like one of the other women he lied to about his feelings. 12-year friendship gone in 3 months. Oh, and the first time we slept together, he thought I'd be easily turned on after he vented all night about his ex like he would normally do. I wasn't. She loved the sex, said it was the best she's ever had, and then pretended to love me until she ghosted me maybe 6 months later. I miss my friend. Before everything happened, she was great. Though I guess I didn't truly know her, only the mask she wore. We had both just gone through bad breakups. We split a bottle of wine and started venting about our failed relationships. One thing led to another and next thing we know we were in bed together. Then what happened? They have been in bed ever since.